Okay, it's another very interesting time. Tumekutana tena. My name is Dr. Mlelwa and I'm very interested kukaribisha tena wakati mwingine katika new update ya topic ya cytology. Na leo tutaenda kuanza rasmi kipande cha cytology kwa sababu siku za nyuma tuko na jadili to just other concept au other related concepts which are nearly relating to this topic, but for today tutakuwa na discuss cytology yenyewe. We'll start discussing what is actually cytology or the concept of cytology. Kama ambavyo unajua kwamba hizi notes zangu ambazo nazitumia hapa kufundisha, if you don't know, ndio hivyo nakwambia kwamba hizi notes zangu mwenyewe I used them to teach na purposes kama hizo. So ngoja ni set hapa ink ambayo nitakuwa natumia ku show different things in my teaching. Now, today we'll be discussing regarding the concept of cytology. The concept of cytology. Baadhi yenu wenda you have a prior knowledge katika biology ambayo mlitoka nayo level, na using that prior knowledge you are knowing kwamba maybe a little bit cytology ni kitu gani. Lakini cytology kwa jumla tunasoma kuhusu cell. Na a cell is actually a basic structural and a functionality of all living organism. Kwa hiyo if we are discussing regarding cytology, the term cytology is derived from two Greek words. The cyto means cell and the logos means study. Thus, tukijadili cytology, basically it is just the study of the cell. Thus, cytology can be defined as the study of the structure. Tunasoma kuhusu structure, yani muundo. And then from there we are learning regarding organization, pangirio, the way things they are in the cell, and then the function of the cell. The structure, organization, and function of the cell. Now, cytology is more commonly known as the cell biology. That is the study of the cell structure, the cell composition, and the interaction of the cell and the environment in which they exist. Actually, nasoma kuhusu cell, yani vitu vyote regarding cell tunavisoma kwenye cytology. Vitu vyote kuhusu cell, structure yake, muundo wake, interaction with the other cell na vitu kama hivyo. However, for our level tunaweza kuwa tunasoma tu vitu fulani vichache, lakini sio vyote kwa sababu biology yenyewe yaishi. Ukija kwenye udaktari tunasoma pia tunasoma cytology, lakini kidogo cytology ya huku inakuwa ni pana sana kwa sababu always we use it as cytology, we use it as histology, which is the study of tissue. Lakini hata hizo tissues we are discussing in a wide range of aspects, and we are discussing a lot of things in study of our tissues or in study of our different tissues in the body. Now, the term cytology can also be referred to as the cytopathology. Cytopathology actually is using a cell to identify whether is cell in a disease gani. Kwa mfano, ukifika kwenye udaktari kwanza, kitu cha kwanza kabisa ambacho mwaka kwanza huwa tunasoma anatomy. Anatomy discusses regarding the normal structure of the cell. Let's say how the normal red blood cell looks like, how the normal muscle cell looks like. That's anatomy. And also we are studying regarding physiology, which is the normal functioning of the body, how the body tends to function normally, the amount of urine which can be produced normally by a healthier human being. Now, in the second year, I mean not here, it's second year, mwaka wa pili naanza kusoma mambo ya pathology. Pathology discusses regarding the abnormalities of the body, kwamba we could expect the structure of the normal red blood cell to look like this. Now, in case this red blood cell in a disease plan, then it will look in a different way. Kwa kile kitendo cha kusema it will look in a different way, that's what we call as pathology. Pathology actually is the study of diseases. Na tunasoma vile ambavyo body inaweza ikawa inapata complication gani in presence of certain infections. So we are studying regarding presence of certain infections in the body and the effect of those infections in the body. How will they affect the body? Now, that is the generalization of pathology. But actually, tunavyozungumzia pathology, what is actually going to be affected in the body? It is the cell. So infection au organism fulani wakiingia, let's say it's bacteria or it's the viral infection, wakiingia ndani ya body wanaenda ku affect cell. Ukiona wewe una feel certain symptoms of disease, actually what is affected it is the cell. Now tunavyotaka kwenda kutafuta huyu mtu anaumwa nini, whether ni malaria, ni UTI, ni nini, tunachoenda kufanya analysis, tunafanya analysis ya cell, tunafanya diagnosis ya